James from MediaWatch. Good evening.
Hello.
The Brexit roller coaster, it seems, never stops. Another loss for Theresa May in the UK Parliament, and perhaps another blow to negotiations with the EU.
Yes, absolutely. For Theresa May, Brexit is certainly quite the poisoned chalice, because just as she felt like she was gaining some ground, her own members of her own party actually pulled the rug from under her, voting against the government. And of course, what they say is that they are ensuring that it's MPs who have the final say on any deal agreed with the EU. Now, this is the cartoonist take on it, Christian Adams from the London Evening Standard, because, of course, today Theresa May has flown back to Brussels with her newly weakened stance, having just made a little bit of ground with them. And she is flying a teeny tiny little aircraft called the Spirit of Authority, because a lot of people are really seeing this as a big blow to her authority. Interestingly, coming out of Brussels today is this news from the Austrian Prime Minister Christian Kern. I'm not sure how closely he's been following all this, but he is advising that Brexit be cancelled because he thinks that it's going to throw up problems that are not easy to solve. I think most of us had worked that one out already.
It's an understatement from the Austrian.
Absolutely. But the other thing that's getting a lot of attention is one particular front page in the United Kingdom, that of the Daily Mail, a very right-wing newspaper that has taken a very aggressively pro-Brexit stance. Here it is, proud of yourselves, it asks, and it features the 11 Conservative MPs who voted against their own government and forced Theresa May onto the back foot. And a lot of people really not terribly impressed with the way that they are trying to target people, almost accusing people of treachery for having opinions on these things. This is one of the reworkings of that front page from Molly Goodfellow. Proud of our elves, it is. A very festive take on it. And, of course, everyone's got little antlers on the tops of their heads as well.
Very nice.
This is another reworking of it. I can't show you the top of the page because there's some rather choice language, but technically Ron has come up with this. Democracy is bad when it doesn't fit our bigoted narrative. Some very harsh words there, but a lot of people do feel that the Daily Mail is taking it too far. Some of the MPs who feature in that front page have taken to Twitter to hit back, including Anna Soubry, who says, in answer to that question, are you proud of yourselves? Yes, we put our country first, exerting British principles of democracy and free speech. You should try it sometime. Sarah Wollaston, too, says this Daily Mail hysteria is a thing to behold. It's not going to block Brexit, just make it a softer landing. And that's another point made here by Jonathan Junogly, another one of those MPs, saying he prefers this version with the reindeer antlers. But to be clear, the vote was not an attempt to stop or hinder Brexit. It was about ensuring that basically it's not the EU who has the final say on how the UK will be run in future. Because
Theresa May wanted to get it all sorted out at the UK Parliament, take it to Brussels, and then the negotiations end there in one room. Whereas the MPs, I think quite rightly, have said, hang on a minute, let's bring it back and then we can actually approve that. Exactly. Because we're the elected people.
Of course, plenty of people don't agree with that. Unsurprisingly, Nigel Farage among them, the man who made leaving the EU his raison d'etre, former leader of UKIP, the UK Independence Party. He says, my contempt for career politicians knows no bounds. Lots of people pointing out he seems to have forgotten that he himself is now a career politician.
Indeed. Taking that wage from the EU, wasn't he? Spending it wisely, we hope. Next, a true story about the American heroes who stopped the terror attack on a train heading to Paris from Amsterdam. You may remember this story. It's coming to the big screen soon. What can we expect?
Yes, well, the director is Clint Eastwood, so it's going to be a big budget movie. But interestingly, it actually features the real men behind stopping that potential terror attack on a high-speed train. 3 Americans, 2 of them from the military, one of them an old-school friend of theirs. Take a look at a clip from the trailer.
Something in you that you never activate is lying dormant in there. Don't try and take any shortcuts. Do what you know is right. We've been chosen for this great work.
I don't know, man. You ever just feel like life is just pushing us towards something, like some greater purpose?
let me ask
stuff
Kate Moody's question. Are those the two actual guys involved?
Yes, the three actually. All three taking part in this movie. It really is a backstory of their entire lives, what brought them to that point, as well as the dramatic events of that day. Now, if you want to see the full trailer, which has just been released, it is available on Twitter, on the @1517 to Paris Twitter account.
I want to see the full film.
It is, well, it looks very exciting. Spencer Stone, Alex Skarlatos and Anthony Sadler are the men who you will be getting to see. It's not out in cinemas till February. I, for one, can't wait.
It could be a birthday treat for my birthday in February. You and Kate can take me out. That'd be great fun. Emma, thank you very much indeed for MediaWatch.